Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
And the shot! Goal! Milan! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Now, can they get him away? Can he latch on to this? That could spell trouble. And Martinez! Incoming delivery, cleared without hesitation. Now it's Hullet. Oh, really cute, what a lovely series of passes. Decent chance! Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And this is Ibrahimovic. Over to the left. Swings in, it's a mighty effort! No, not the best of headers. Barella. And De Ketelaere. And that's put paid to a promising move. And this is Hullet. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Costa Curta. Modric. And it's Barella. Costa Curta. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
De Ketelaere. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. He rises! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Maldini. Now Otto. Looking for options for movement. De Bruyne. Oh, there's a probing ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Otto. De Bruyne. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Oh, some inspired defending there.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Milan are looking to go forward now. And this is Ibrahimovic. Nice looking ball. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Di Marco. Modric. He's on it, can he get away? And it's DiMarco. And it's Gullit. Gullit. Good, strong midfield running here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on the shot, surely!
Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Gullit, that's a good ball out wide. Closing in on goal. Short changes him with that pass. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. De Bruyne is behind this one. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. De Bruyne! Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Barella. Oh, easy pickings there. Played back in. Now it's Gullit. And it's Modric. Ricci. Baresi. And Serginho. DiMarco gets into a good position.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Probably be looking to play it square from here. They're taking a moment to consider their options. And he's taking no chances there. Hernandez gets it away. And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Milan happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che per la vostra sicurezza è in funzione un sistema di telecamere.
There's the start of the second half. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Martinez! And he was there to get a vital touch.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Corner number 2 then. Maldini is there and he can get that clear. And it's hoisted clear. Rafael Leao. Threads one in. De Bruyne. He's found a way through. Modric. Højlund. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Modric. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Ibrahimovic. Gullit. De Ketelaere. Hernandez. And De Ketelaere. Modric. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. In with the challenge. Serginho. Serginho goes steaming forward. And the ball's gone astray. It's Ibrahimovic! And the pass is intercepted. Milan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. That's a decent clearance. Martinez. Chance here to counter. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. And it's De Bruyne. Well, there's the clearance. And they're back on the ball again. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Knocks it into space. Rafael Leao looking to get on the end of this. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8, numero 10, Modric. Lasciano il campo per il numero 18, il numero 4. Attenzione, un cambio.
Otto gets a foot in here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible and he's let fly. Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Aimed beyond the defence. Well, played right into his path. Look at the space here. Loose ball now. Oh, takes a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Tries to play it through. Ricci, and this is Hullet.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Guendouzi. That's good running with the ball. Played out wide. Oh, this looks sharp.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Nicely worked. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Vlahovic! Superb from Vlahovic! A finish of true class. There seemed no way back, but they are level.
Gol per l'Inter. Ha segnato all'83esimo
He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7.
Milan can make their change now with a break in play.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed
Oh, no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Oh, Peter, you've got a feel for him. We all dream of goals, but I can tell you that would have been the very last thing on his mind.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
I think we're just about done here. Maldini is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. And it's Serginho. Now he's got space here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Di Marco. Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. Great vision. So that's it. It is all over. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with... Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence.
He got a chance! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football and more front foot.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, taken with style! Two, and we've barely begun here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Just eases him off the ball. Played into space. Oh, that's a key interception.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ricci clears. And he's managed to gift it back. Serginho. Anguissa. Pass somewhat off target. Searching pass he's played there. Ibrahimovic! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? Oh, cracking ball. Now it's Dimarco. Dimarco puts the ball. Ibrahimovic! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Milan find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Ricci. Odo. And it's Odo. And it's Modric. Looking for options for movement. Flashes it across. It's out for a goal kick. Spinazzola. Now it's Politano. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, not quite. De Bruyne. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spinazzola. Dimarco cuts it out. Gullit going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking for a run-up. Maldini calmly anticipates. Lukaku looks to get on the end of this. He won't be happy with that one. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played back. And it's Modric. Modric puts his foot on the gas. Big chance! It's in! Players ecstatic. Fans delirious. This is utopian. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
It's become a case of men against boys. And here's De Bruyne. Some resolute defending there. Politano. Now it's Lukaku. Politano. Hullet. Ricci. Now it's Hullet. And he was quick to react. Anguissa. Now McTominay.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And it's Anguissa. Politano receives it in a good position here. Can he finish? Oh, denied at the last.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And that should get the job done. Gets a good foot in there. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Milan are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Spinazzola. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Serginho. Ramani did just about enough to come out of... Chance for a shot! It's hit the upright. McTominay. No, again there's no way through. He's had a shot! And he hits the net! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Modric. Ricci. Politano. Now it's McTominay. And they're not going to make any further progress now. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Throw in. Now then, the ball's come loose. Now it's Hullet.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Ricci. Now, can they get him away? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Tries a shot! And that's left him on the seat of his pants. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So this to extend their lead. Well, would you believe that?
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Taken back almost at once. Oh, no joy this time. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And it's Hullet. Oh, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Politano. Well timed, excellent interception. Odo, a man never lacking in drive or determination.
Milan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Now it's Politano, and that could set him on his way. And he's intervened well there. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best.
It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's gone direct here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Threads one in. That's a shade optimistic. And that is a little undercooked. And it's hoisted clear. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Short changes him with that pass. Hullet. That's rather hopeful. And he seemed certain to get the sixth. Cleared away. Hullet has given away a free kick.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Deftly away. And they're back on the ball again. Matsocchi. Neres. And he gets rid in a hurry.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And that has been knocked clear. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And it's Gilmore. And that will be the final act. Milan have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players. And it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Çalhanoğlu played out to the right. Pulisic. And that's a good ball. Ricci. Serginho. Now Modric. Milan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Well, that pass isn't the best. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, that's clever. Pulisic. Ball swung in. And he gets rid in a hurry. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Passing nice and neat. And it's Çalhanoğlu. And this is Batistuta! Batistuta! It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Crosses it in here. It's a mighty effort! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Di Marco. Serginho. Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Bastoni can get it clear. And it's Modric. DiMarco. Ball driven towards the far post. Cleared away. That's a throw.
Lazio clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Ricci. Nicked it back promptly. Out to the right. Now, can they get him away? De Bruyne is in a really good position out wide. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Pulisic. He's picked his way through. Chance to deliver. He gets big. Goal! Lazio! And Lazio score first. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Lazio have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out...
He rises! There's a goal! And that was his 20th goal for this team. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Baresi, that has been slung wide. Bartasaghi tries to pass it through. Takes a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. An instinctive delivery. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Modric. He's in plenty of space here. It's a goal kick. Çalhanoğlu. Serginho. And it's Ricci. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Ibrahimovic. De Bruyne could try cutting inside here. And that's not going to reach. And the first 45 minutes are up. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Milan will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Attenzione signore e signori, ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi di non perdere di vista i propri bambini durante la partita, per la loro sicurezza.
Second period then underway. They played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Good ball, that too.
And that's going right the way across. Çalhanoğlu played out to the right. Now it's Pulisic. He has found a way through. DiMarco did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's De Bruyne. Bartesaghi. Back towards the middle. Now Ricci. Çalhanoğlu. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Serginho. Lovely feet. Baresi with the clearance. Corner number 2 then. Yildiz! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Odo. Bastoni gets over and intercepts. That's an imaginative pass. DiMarco. Baresi. And the pass is intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. Played out wide. Looking to play him in. Just about up to the hour now. Ricci. And the break is on. And it's Ricci. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
That'll be a throw. Bartesaghi. And it's Ricci. Yildiz. And it's Bartesaghi. Ricci. Serginho. Now that's well seen too. Ball's played through. Pulisic in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Flings in a... climbs up big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Lascia il campo per il numero 4. Attenzione alla
Odo.
sostituzione.
Bartesaghi. It's Fofana. Lazio finding their passes. And it's Çalhanoğlu. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Knocks it into space. What a throw in. Takes a big header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Serginho. Guendouzi. Now this could be a chance. Serginho finds himself offside.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That's good vision. Terrific header! Off the bar! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Tries to play it through. And that's aimed into the middle. Up he goes! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Maldini. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And the flag has stayed down. Serginho. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Çalhanoğlu.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Serginho. Bartasagi. And he's managed to get free. Cross flung in towards the middle. Bullet given the lift of his goal. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And he's straight offside. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And he's chosen to go back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Bullet. He's in space and looking for options. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che è possibile acquistare il programma dell'incontro odierno dagli stand vicino ai cancelli. Un bel ricordo della giornata.
Stern test is for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
Il campo per il numero 22, il numero 5.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
And it's Bartasagi. The ball goes in. Firmly met. Cuadrado has it in a wide position.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Out towards the flank. Cuadrado. Fofana with the cross.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Here comes chance! Baresi can get it clear. Short changes him with that pass. Çalhanoğlu. Bullet.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And this is Batistuta, and he's in on goal. Spread out to the left. And he's whipped it across.
I couldn't quite sort his feet out in time to get it under control.
DiMarco. Akanji. Guendouzi. Looking for options for movement. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's onside! Cuadrado. Cross needs to be... Oh, smashing header! In for the pieces! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! Some heroic goalkeeping. And that's it for the first half of extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 9. Viene sostituito con il
exhaustion,
numero 23,
physical and mental. Will we find a winner? They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Cuadrado. Hit into the middle.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Barella. Bullet. Fofana cuts out the pass. And it's Serginho. Oh, that's delightful. Guendouzi could move up a gear here. Akanji being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the...
Oh, what a mistake! It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
He's looking wide. Lazio clearly now in lead preservation mode. Well, that looks a decent ball. He is through here. Batasagi. And he whips it in. And that has been cleared.
Lazio can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
That is good alertness. Baresi.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps... Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much, and the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time.